Happy Friday, Berry families. I just wanted to reach out and let you know that we're working hard on trying to provide a safe environment for our families and staff next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday when we welcome back our 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade families to go through registration, pick up schedules, among other activities here up at school. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick walkthrough so you know what to expect when you arrive. We generally have the flow of what the layout's going to be that night, and I wanted to give you a visual of that as well as provide other resources to you in our newsletter today. So take a look with me as we walk through the building so you have an idea of the flow for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday next week. Thanks.
So when you arrive on either Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday night next week, you'll come through the front doors here. Dr. Haniger, myself, and Stephanie Richardson, our social worker, will be here in the foyer just to make sure that you have your checklist with you as well as the building map on the back. We'll also just be ensuring that parents and students understand safety expectations, are wearing masks, and just know how the general flow of the evening is going to go. Their next step will be, if needed, to sanitize with our touchless sanitizer, and then they'll be able to head through these 2 doors. After walking through those double set of doors, you'll see these 2 tables ahead of you. Dr. Adams and Mrs. Brandt, our school counselor, will be passing out student schedules. If your student schedule is not at one of these 2 stations, it has to do with either residency or completing your online enrollment, and you'll be redirected to our main office where Mrs. Christy Randall and Mrs. Laura Kumpf will be able to assist you. After you pick up your schedules, you'll head into our cafeteria. We'll have a station set up right here for PTSA with Penny Thomas. We'll then have Nurse Kelly here for any questions about health as well as medication drop-off and turning in lunch money. And then finally, over along this side, we'll have a lot of flyers out for athletics, activities, clubs, things of that nature. They'll be spread out here along the wall. Following this, you'll then head towards the gym where Life Touch will be set up for fall pitchers. There'll be an arrow pointing in that direction. Down here at the end of the hall is our gym. Once you're finished with that, you'll come back this direction and head down the other side of the cafeteria. We'll have a lot of student volunteers with NJHS and STUCO to be able to help out new families mainly, but also any returning families that need help finding their classroom or where their lockers might be.
You'll also have the ability to drop off school supplies. If there are things that you need to leave in your school locker to start the year, we're okay with you doing that. There will also be stations for each grade level to turn in common supplies that are donated towards the class as a whole. I'll outline those details in our Berry News so you know what should stay in your locker and what should be turned in.
After you have dropped off your supplies, checked out where your locker's at, and maybe walked to your class schedule, then you'll be able to proceed past our library back towards the main entrance. But to avoid families crossing paths with one another, we're actually going to ask that you take a right and head towards our exit sign here at the end of the hall. This will end up taking you to the east side of the building to exit sort of in between Pathfinder and Berry. You'll see right here on the left-hand side, there's a stairwell, and it will dump you right through those double doors. Our remote learner families, we're gonna ask that you come through the back entry to our gym if you're wanting to take fall pictures with Life Touch. We thought it'd be best to have a separate entrance so that you're not having to go through all the stations since they don't necessarily apply to the remote learning environment. However, we also wanted to make pictures available to all of our learners, whether they'll be in person with us this year or online. So as you park in the parking lot in between Berry and Pathfinder, you'll head down the pathway like I just modeled and come to the back doors of the gym. We'll make sure either one of our STUCO or NJHS representatives is here to greet you as needed, or just make aware that our Life Touch representatives are aware that some of our remote learners will be coming through the back entrance.
It's been a great first week back here at Berry School this week as we welcome teachers and staff back into our building. We are super thrilled and excited to host you all next week. I know for me personally, being new to Berry and Platte County as a whole, I'm thrilled to get the opportunity to meet our students and our parents next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and again the following Wednesday with our 5th graders. Please be sure to introduce yourselves. It'll be great to get to put some names and faces together, and I look forward to us partnering together in the midst of all that's going on in the world to be united as a Berry family and have a wonderful school year.